That's what I was looking for. Donnie actually sent me this video this morning. He said, it's, I'm back. I did another video. Donnie is back. And he's talking to Trump supporters in the wake of hearings. Donnie O'Sullivan, folks, friend of the show. Let's take a look at what he did.
Says who?
He just didn't lose.
Do you believe the election was stolen?
Yes.
Do you have faith in elections now?
No.
Do you believe the 2020 election was stolen?
No, I don't believe the 2020 election was stolen. I believe that there are aspects of the 2020 election that were unfair.
In Arizona, a Republican Party at odds with itself, Trump and Pence holding competing events with two very different understandings of reality.
We need a landslide so big that the radical left cannot rig it or steal it, even if they try.
At Trump's rally, a bonfire of conspiracy theories.
Have you watched the January 6th hearings?
I have.
What do you think?
I think they're a bunch of bullshit.
Why?
Well, because do you have both sides, or are you getting one side of the story?
You mean like the side that attacked the Capitol?
You really believe that happened?
I was there.
Okay. I have a lot of people that were there too.
And
saw things that it wasn't what they say it was.
But there's been hundreds of Trump supporters now charged. A lot of them have pled guilty.
And do you think it's right for those people to have those people in jail and not get any justice in our American system? Are you kidding me?
Do you think it was right that they attacked the Capitol?
They didn't. That was an inside job, buddy.
That conspiracy theory that those who stormed the Capitol were not Trump supporters is widespread here.
Have you guys been watching the January 6th hearings at all?
No.
No?
No, we saw it when it all went down, and then we saw like a lot of the BLM and the Antifa people in the building as well, and it's just nonsense.
But I think like 800 people now have been charged, right?
Yeah.
None of them are Black Lives Matter or Antifa.
Yeah, that
They're
doesn't
not
mean
charging
anything.
them.
That doesn't mean
They
anything.
have
in
not
this
been
country.
brought into court for their due process because they have not been arrested.
What? Bro, the funny thing is, like, half these people were there. Like, that's my favorite thing that Trump supporters say all the time, aside from, literally everything else that they say, which is pretty funny, unintentionally humorous and great and wonderful and fills me with joy every time I hear them. But the greatest take about all of this, the funniest part about this process is when these motherfuckers will go out and be like, were you there? Yes, I was. So who stormed the Capitol? Antifa. Motherfucker, you stormed the Capitol. What do you mean Antifa was there? You stormed the Capitol yourself. You just said it. That's awesome.
Hunter Biden hasn't been arrested.
Trump has told lies about the election in that he said he didn't really lose. Do you think that all the lies about the election are damaging for American democracy?
You believe he lied?
Do you not?
No, I do not. I don't. He won.
But these are no longer fringe ideas. A majority of Republicans do not believe Biden legitimately won the election.
Hey guys, any of you want to talk to us?
The Proud Boys, who Trump once infamously told to stand back and stand by, now a regular fixture outside his events.
Any Proud Boys want to talk to us today? No? You've been watching January 6th hearings?
Bro, these are not Proud Boys, dude. Okay, these are proud divorced dads. Okay, and I don't even know if they're proud. I mean, what the fuck? There's nothing boyish about these motherfuckers, bro. These are sad dads. Okay, these are the ashamed divorced dads. What the fuck, dude? It doesn't matter what you tell them. They'll just divert back to the talking points that were told to them by their favorite figures, and that's it. They've been convinced anyone telling them otherwise is lying. Oh, my God.
No. Nothing to say.
Nothing to say?
There's CNN, right?
CNN, yeah.
Thank you.
Not fans? Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
The former president here to campaign for a ticket of conspiracy theory spouting candidates who say they would have overturned.
Oh, my God. Arizona politics is going to be so insane, dude. Blake Masters is literally just like the the school shooter that wasn't able to do a school shooting. So he decided to work with Peter Thiel and do like, and allow many school shootings to happen instead. Okay. Terrifying figure. You got psychotic, running for governor, psychotic ex-local media superstar. I don't even know what this is. I don't know what's going on there, but she's got a bucket hat. I like that. God damn, dude. That's so... These guys are all... I mean, I don't know about him, but I'm assuming... What? Tudor Dixon? What? He's got a 10-gallon hat on, dude. That's Mark Fincham. He was at January 6th and is running to be Secretary of State. Let's go, dude. Do you cover international news? Yes, sometimes.
And the results of the 2020 election in Arizona, like Kari Lake, candidate for governor.
I know for a fact we will no longer accept rigged elections. Who's with me on that?
Pence here campaigning for Lake's Republican rival.
Arizona needs Karen Taylor Robson in the State House.
Bro, that he's going to get so washed. Like, absolutely zero people. I mean, Karen Taylor Robson is so fucking awful, okay? The most sane candidate running in the Arizona gubernatorial race is literally just the most annoying, just awful, like, real estate billionaire husband, typical, like, center-right, like, I read the New York Times as well, type Andy, is not happening, okay? It's not happening. She's got no charisma. Nobody likes her. And now the person campaigning for her is also another charisma suck who these people wanted to kill. No, dude, not the Italian one. The Italian one was awesome. What? I wish Mike Pence was... Dude, if the non-Trumpian side of the Republican Party had, like, any understanding or knowledge of how these elections could be won, and they weren't just, like, more racist liberals, basically, they would be pumping up the Italian grandma, okay? She actually has a shot. If given the opportunity, because she's such a fucking weird figure, the Italian Paula Deen could potentially pose a threat to Kari Lake.
Here we met some Republicans who are done with Trump.
I voted for Trump twice.
Pussy.
If Mike Pence runs, I'm voting for Mike Pence.
Okay,
Pussy.
so why is that?
I just think that...
Dog, there's like 8 Republicans that think this way, okay? I'm sorry. There are not that many Republicans. These are rhinos, dude. These are rhinos. They're like, I want like just enough racism and homophobia, but like not so much that I'm a cowardly Democrat, because that would be gay. Like that's this guy's worldview. He's like, I want to still vote for Republican because voting for the Democrats would be gay. Okay. And like, you know, that kind of stuff you're supposed to do behind closed doors, obviously. And you know, I can't do that. Don't you want to split their vote? I mean, sure. Who cares? It's awesome. Keep it up. I'm just saying that the Mike Pence side is straight up just like AstroTurf. It's not real.
You know, everyone's seen the January 6th.
Like, there is no actual vote splitting here, my friend. I'm sorry. Have you seen the Arizona government debate highlights? Yeah, I actually covered it on my YouTube, like the longer, like the full version. We watched it, and it was so awesome. I was like, I have to see the whole thing. If you want to check out my reactions to one of the best debates that has ever taken place, called The Most Insane Debate Ever, on my YouTube.
Personal decision for a person.
Well, why can't we treat human life in the same way that we would treat alien life?
That's just a little baby piece for you, okay? That's just to give you a hint. Okay? That's just to give you a little hint. Just dip your toe in that water if you want to see like some unhinged shit. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Anyway, let's keep going.
Committee, he stood up for democracy that day. You know, he's like, I'm not leaving the Capitol because I I need to be here. And he was the one that was making phone calls to the military and trying to fix the situation while Trump was crying in the dining room.
But even among this crowd, there is sympathy for Trump's election lies and support for a 2024 run.
You're about to see Pence speak here. Trump's not a big fan of him right now.
I understand that. I hear that he could have not certified those results pending all the claims of the fraud. And I wish he would have done that.
Pence had no legal basis to do that. Also among those here, Rusty Bowers, a lifelong Republican and Speaker of the Arizona State House.
Rusty Bowers.
We're talking to a lot of people in here today who said they're not watching the January 6th hearings. They still believe the lies about the 20.
It's so funny that like the most reasonable Republicans are still straight up fucking demons, like lizard people in skin suits. You know what I mean? I love that. Tell me this guy is a real human being, okay? Tell me a lie. You will not be able to convince me, my friend. I'm sorry.
2020 election, what would be your message to them?
I have no message for him. I can't help him. If you don't want to look, you don't want to see, then you won't see. But I've seen enough to know. And I know that all the people right in this room have done their best to count everything and do it all right.
You actually think Biden is doing well as a president? Fuck no, dude. He sucks ass. What? No, of course not. The funniest thing, though, that like this is a Rick Scott archetype. Like all these motherfuckers just look and sound and act in the same fucking lizard-like way. I
He
love
testified before the January 6th committee about Trump's efforts to get him to overturn the 2020 results in his state.
What is these conspiracy theories, these lies about the election, about democracy, what is that doing to trust in this state?
It destroys it. It destroys it. We've got to let things go.
What would need to change for you to have faith in U.S. democracy?
I don't trust our government.
Okay, that can't be real. I'm sorry. This guy's name is Rex McCracken, dude. Stop playing with me. There is no way that these are real humans, bro. Rex McCracken. Like, Donnie just went from Rusty Bowers to Rex McCracken, dude. This is like a D&D campaign name that you came up with in 7th grade.
First of all, period. And if you don't have fair elections, what good are they?
Do you ever worry that you're wrong? Do you ever worry that...
Oh, absolutely.
Do you ever worry that maybe
Yes.
Trump has sold you a lie?
Yes. If you start researching and believe that you're the one who's wrong and that you're crazy, which I did do, thinking, okay, maybe I'm wrong and maybe I am being brainwashed and believing something that someone's telling me, but then you go in and look the other direction and you find lies after lies after lies.
It doesn't matter if it was stolen or not. If the Republicans want to take back the House and take back the Senate and then eventually the White House, they need to move on.
The latest on the criminal investigation.
All right, a lot of the rest of this content's kind of fucking boring. And there's some cool stuff in here that we can look at, but I'm not really interested in any of that because we already watched like the main thing that we were going to watch, which is Donald Trump, who gave a speech. So I want to move on to something different. We're going to talk about how Fox News conquered America.